Welcome Pokemon Go trainers, welcome back to my channel. So in this video I am featuring Hydreigon in Master Premier League, and it is paired with Gengar and Metagross to cover its weakness, which is mostly fairy typing. So let's start the video. Before starting it, just one request, please subscribe my channel. So first match, it's Goodra versus Hydreigon. Dragon Breath will be super effective against both of the Pokemon as both are dragon typing, but I think charge attack from Goodra is resisted, Thunder Punch and Aqua Tail. So I don't have to shield, but opponent has to shield my Brutal Swing, otherwise I can just Dragon Breath him down. Let's see if he's going to decide to shield. And opponent, yes, he decided to shield here. Now hopefully I can reach my second Brutal Swing, and he throws his move, so I'm not going to shield, I'm going to take the shield advantage, and then I will come with Gengar to just Shadow Claw him down. So immediately coming into Gengar, hopefully he doesn't reach move. I can Shadow Claw him down and have a lot of energy. Let's see what he's going to come with. He's waiting for and here comes the Silatin. So I'm going to throw a Shadow Punch just for a bait. He might think that I am running Shadow Ball. So I'm going to throw the Shadow Punch so he doesn't shield. Going to immediately swap into Metagross. And here he throws his move. This could be Avalanche or Body Slam. And it was a Body Slam, so it doesn't do that much. And here comes the Armor, and this is not a good situation as it is fire typing and we are steel typing. So I'm going to shield here. Flame Charge will just knock out the Metagross so that I can throw a move. So here I decided to go for the bait, but actually opponent does a very good call. He doesn't shield my Meteor Mash. That's very unfortunate. A good call, brave call by my opponent. So I'm going to go for this another Meteor Mash. Let's see if this time he's going to shield, and he shields here. And now I'm going to come with Gengar. Hopefully I can just Shadow Claw him down. He throws his move and definitely going to give up the final shield. I'm very low on health, so and I was able to Shadow Claw him down. I have a 2 move stored, Sludge Bomb and Shadow Punch. Hopefully that should be enough to knock out this Pokemon. So going for the Sludge Bomb, and it makes him very low. Going for this Shadow Punch, and in end Gengar just help us to close out the game. So that's why Gengar is very hard hitting Pokemon. Let's see, move towards the next match. Let's see what the next opponent has for us. Hydreigon versus Dragonite. So many dragon leads here. So he swaps out into Drill. So I'm going to stay here because back to Pokemon should avoid this Pokemon. So I'm going to no shield the first move. This could be a Drill Run or Rock Slide. He goes for the Drill Run, and it's just a hard hitting move. And I'm going to throw this Brutal Swing, over farming a lot. Let's see if he's going to shield here. I might have to shield the move because he's about to reach the another Drill Run. So I'm going to safely shield here so that I can win the switch advantage. And he throws another Drill Run. Now I can just Dragon Breath him down and throw a Brutal Swing on the Dragonite if he returns. And opponent is waiting for switch timer, I think. So he waits and comes with the Dragonite. Going to throw my Brutal Swing immediately, and later I can come with Metagross and align the Pokemon, and he just Dragon Breathes me down. That's fine. I can come with Metagross, and opponent thinks is weak to Metagross at the back, so he just resigns the match. So another dragon lead, Dragonite versus Hydreigon. So same thing I'm going to do. I'm going to stay here as opponent is staying, so I decided to get a catch here, and I catch the Dragon Claw. Hopefully it's a Dragon Claw, and yes, it was a Dragon Claw. Very good catch. And he swaps out into Waterfall Gyarados. It's not a good thing. And going to go for the Meteor Mash. Let's see, it doesn't do that much, but still I don't have an option, so not very effective. And I think one Crunch or Aqua Tail might be enough to knock out the Metagross. And I'm not going to shield, I'm going to save the shield for the Gengar, and he just knocks me out with the Aqua Tail. And now definitely going to come with Hydreigon, waiting for my switch timer, and hopefully I can just Dragon Breath him down. None of his charge move are super effective. Hopefully he's not running Outrage, and this is not enough for the Outrage energy. So now I can just Dragon Breath him down and load up on energy. I have back-to-back Brutal Swing. I'll throw the first one immediately. Let's see if he's going to shield here. And opponent is also waiting for the switch timer. Going for this Brutal Swing, he might shield. Let's see. If he shields, then I will swap out into Gengar. He doesn't shield. Still, I'm going to swap out into Gengar. Hopefully I can just Shadow Claw him down. And yes, I was able to do that. That's very good thing. And now here comes the Metagross, spamming some Shadow Punch. Hopefully he shields. And I think he will definitely shield because it's a last Pokemon. No reason to no shield here. And I have a Brutal Swing loaded on my Hydreigon. So this looks winnable. Going to get the final shield. Now I can come with Hydreigon and throw this Brutal Swing, and I just recognize that I didn't use the shield to win this match. So good game, we won this match. Let's move toward the next opponent. Let's see what the next opponent has for us. And it's a Hydreigon versus Garchomp. As you can see, hopefully he's not running Dragon Tail, but that's not the case. He's still running Dragon Tail and not the Mud Shot. So I'm going to throw this Brutal Swing. He has to shield. So going for this Brutal Swing, and let's see what he's going to do. And he shields here, so I'm going to take this. This is Sand Tomb, so I'm not going to shield here, and this will lower my defense. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dip into Metagross. I stayed a bit taking the Dragon Tail damage, and here I got confused that if he's running Earth Power, so I decided to give up the first shield, not to risk, but he baits me with the Sand Tomb, which is very unfortunate. And here comes the Waterfall Gyarados. That is very bad. So I'm going to go for the Meteor Mash, and he has Aqua Tail loaded now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw the Meteor Mash immediately so that I can win the CMP. And yes, it was a CMP tie, and this Meteor Mash will get the Gyarados very low. And now I'm not going to shield. I'm going to let this Metagross die, and we will trust our Gengar. And he throws Aqua Tail and it survived. So I'm going to come with Hydreigon just to Dragon Breathe him down. Hopefully I can do it, and yes, I was able to do. Now immediately sweeping into Gengar, and now I can Shadow Claw him down, but he reaches his move. That's very unfortunate. I have to shield even though it is a Sand Tomb, and this knocks out the Garchomp. And here comes the Togekiss. I am running Sludge Bomb on my Gengar, so I'm going to throw this Sludge Bomb. This will be super effective because it's fairy typing, and he shields here, and this is going to be very close. Let's see if we can pull the win. And going for the Sludge Bomb again, this is going to be super effective, and it might get him very low. And now one Shadow Claw. Hopefully I can Dragon Breathe down this fairy typing, and yes, I was able to do that. It was an impossible win, but still with 1 HP we won it. Hydreigon versus Gyarados. If it is running Waterfall, then I'm fine. It's running Dragon Breath, that's very unfortunate. So I decided to dip into Metagross, and he comes with the Skeledirge. That's very scary. And this time I decided not to bait because they were calling it. So going for the Earthquake. Let's see if he's going to shield. And yes, he shields. So opponent are very smart. So hopefully I can reach Meteor Mash at least to do some damage. And this could be a Shadow Ball or Disarming Voice. So I'm not going to shield. I'm going to take it. And this was the Disarming Voice. Going for the Meteor Mash. Let's see if it is going to grab the final shield. I don't think it's going to shield. It can be take. And now I thought he might blind throw the Disarming Voice. So Gengar resists the fairy move. So I decided to come with Gengar, but he overfarm, and now definitely is not going to throw the Disarming Voice. Instead he will go for the Shadow Ball. And as I said, going to shield and just farm him down. And I was able to do it. If Gyarados return, I'm going to spam the Sludge Bombs, and he returns with the Gyarados. And now I think I have to shield. This is my last shield, and he throws Aqua Tail. Now I'm going to go for the Sludge Bomb, over farming a bit, and hopefully he doesn't shield. Let's see if he's going to shield or not. He doesn't shield, and now I think Shadow Punch should be enough to knock out the Gyarados. Hopefully it's enough, otherwise I have to do one more Shadow Claw. And he survived, and one Shadow Claw is enough. And here comes the Magnezone. So I'm going to throw this Shadow Punch, and then immediately I'm going to swap out into Hydreigon. Not going to take more damage, and he doesn't shield. I have to just generate back-to-back Brutal Swing. Hopefully I can do it, and opponent has to generate back-to-back Wild Charges. So let's see what he's going to do. And opponent does a mistake of throwing Mirror Shot here. Even though my attack is debuffed, he has to generate back-to-back Wild Charges again. So I'm going to go for this Brutal Swing. This will grab the final shield, and let's see. I'm going to go for the second one, but he reaches the Wild Charge. This is not going to cut out the Hydreigon. and as you can see it's very tanky, and this brutal swing should be enough to knock out. If opponent would have committed to 2 wild charges, then he would have won. But good game, we won this match. Let's move toward the next match. Let's see what the next opponent has. And Magnezone lead. So we are aware that 1 wild charge doesn't do that much. So we are not going to shield anything, over farming a lot. I want him to throw energy first. Let's see if he's going to go for the wild charge. And opponent, I think here baits again, mirror shot, and it doesn't debuff me, so I'm going to throw my brutal swing. Let's see if he's going to shield here. I think he might let it go. No, actually he shields, so this time it could be a wild charge. Definitely not going to shield. I can take it, and he throws wild charge, and he dips into Gyarados, and this time it's a waterfall. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stay here, throw brutal swing, and do maximum dragon breath damage as I can, because back to Pokemon are not going to appreciate the damage from the waterfall. So I'm going to come with Metagross. This could be a crunch, so I decided to give the first shield, and actually baits me with the Aqua Tail. That's very unfortunate. So hopefully I can reach Meteor Mash. No, actually it throws another Aqua Tail. This is very annoying. So I'm not going to shield. I want to save a shield for Gengar later. So over farming a bit. Before he reaches the Aqua Tail, I threw my Meteor Mash. This will knock out the Gyarados. Let's see. And yes, it does. Now Magnezone returns, so I'm going to go for the Meteor Mash, and this could be a CMP tie. Let's see. And definitely is not going to shield here. It is resisted. Again we are going to try out to sweep the team with Gengar, at least backline, and this wild charge just knocks out. I'm going to come with Gengar, and there is an Annihilate at the back, so I have to be very careful. I have to call a move. This could be a Night Slash, so I'm going to call it, and actually it's a Ice Punch. That's fine. Now I can just overfarm a bit, and I have to shield the next move. Even though it's a Ice Punch, it will knock out. And going for this Shadow Punch, this will grab the final shield. No, it doesn't shield. Now I'm going to just Shadow Claw him down. Going to shield this one, and this Shadow Claw should be enough to knock out the Annihilate, and Magnezone is very low. So here I try to go for the bad manners. I bait him with the Shadow Punch, and then I go for a bad manner move, Sludge Bomb on the steel typing, just for fun. Good to see. And this also knocks out just for fun, going for overkill. And I think opponent has top left maybe, and this should be enough, and we won this match. Let's move toward the next match. Hydreigon versus Mamoswine. Very bad lead, so I'm going to safe switch into Gengar, and opponent decide to stay here. Let's see what he's going to do. Now he swaps out into Gyarados, so I'm going to go for the Sludge Bomb. Let's see if he's going to shield here, because Gengar hits very hard, and as you can see they shield, and hopefully I can reach the second move, but he reaches Aqua Tail, so I'm going to shield here, and I shielded the Aqua Tail. Now I can reach my Sludge Bomb. Hopefully I can grab the final shield. Let's see what he's going to do. Maybe he won't shield here. Let's see. And going for the Sludge Bomb, and he shields. So he's shieldless, but I was able to reach the Shadow Punch. That's very good. This is going to help me with some valuable damage. Now it's a tough call. Let's see what I'm going to come with. I'm coming with Hydreigon because he's loaded on energy. So I'm going to come with Hydreigon, and hopefully he's not running Outrage. So I'm going to no shield here, calling it, and it was Aqua Tail. So I can Dragon Breathe him down, but I have to take another move, which is Aqua Tail again. So not going to shield, and hopefully I can farm him down. And yes, I was able to do that. Immediately swapping into Metagross, and there is a Mamoswine. Metagross can handle both Mamoswine and Togekiss. So opponent was double weak to Metagross, and he throws high horsepower. He didn't bait, and luckily I shielded. Going for this Meteor Mash, this will knock out the Mamoswine, and I can reach Meteor Mash against the Togekiss as well before he reaches Flamethrower. So it's a comfortable win for us. Meteor Mash just knocks out, and opponent realizes there is no win con, so he just resigns the match. It's a good game. Let's move towards the next match. Flogers versus Hydreigon. Very bad lead, but I have a 2 good answers, so I'm going to say switch into Gengar. Opponent stays here and comes with Magnezone, So I'm going to spam Shadow Punch. This is tough to call, but usually opponent baits with the mirror shot, and yes, as you can see, so I'm going to spam some Shadow Punches. Going for the first one, let's see what he's going to do. I have overfarmed a lot and he shields. I grab the first shield. Going for the second one, this time he might not shield because I have not overfarmed a lot, and yes, he doesn't shield. Hopefully I can reach the third one, and yes, I was able to do that. Let's see if he's going to give up the final shield, and no, he doesn't. He knows he can survive it, so definitely going to come with Hydreigon. As Wild Charge, I can take it, but not on the Metagross, and he throws Wild Charge and Dragon Breath just knocks him out. I'm going to immediately switch into Metagross, and Flogger stays and throws energy. He might be weak to Metagross again, let's see. And he throws Disarming Voice. I don't have to shield, and there is another fairy type, but he's running Waterfall pre-Marina, so I'm going to go for this Meteor Mash. Let's see if he's going to give up the final shield here. He has to shield and he shields. I'll shield myself as well because I don't want Hydreigon to face against Florges. Interesting, I didn't shield here. I think yes, it was a Disarming Voice, that's why I didn't shield. So going for this Meteor Mash, this will definitely knock out the pre-Marina. Later I can throw some bullet punches on the Florges, and Florges return. And here I decided to troll the opponent, so I come with Hydreigon. It was not a catch, I was not supposed to catch this, but I have a 2 shield advantage, so I thought I am running Flash Cannon on Hydreigon, so I thought I can reach it comfortably. So I came with Hydreigon and I have to shield again. This is another Disarming Voice. I took a bit of risk here, so I'm going to troll the opponent with this Flash Cannon, and this Flash Cannon should be enough to knock out the Fairy typing. And good game, we won this match. So hopefully you have enjoyed the video. If you do, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to my channel. Till the time, take care trainers, have a good day, bye.